Morning everybody. We day 14 of my supposed slow month, and here we are doing a restoration on a tile roof that is gonna be close to $9,000 by the time we finish with taxes and stuff. So we have to wash down the roof, seal the roof, fix up mortar in bits and pieces, and if we get a chance today we'll spray an undercoat and a top coat. We've got an offsider helping me today, and then see where we get really. There's a fair bit here. Let's have a little pan around. So we're not removing the solar, so we'll just tape up the solar panels and go around them. Shouldn't be too bad to do them. Knocks here. We've got a little repair there to do. So we'll just push that up and patch that up. And then that's pretty easy. Probably end up spraying that roof out at the same time. It's going to be a mess, so we have to set up a pump out in the street to blow all this. All this is going to be heavily coloured as it goes down, so we're going to have to set up a pump and then blow it back up into the front garden here so it filters out, because these red roofs, they have a lot of oxide that comes off the side of it, and we'll have to cover up that skylight as well, that one there and that one over there. So, as you can see, somebody's tried to do repairs on the roof. So somebody's tried to do a repair. As you can see, it's just coming straight out. That's going straight into the roof cavity. So we'll get some mortar and throw some mortar in there. This tile here might just move. So it's the main reason you want to get your roofs checked out, because the customer probably knows about it. They've probably patched it with the handyman, but fixing it properly is another story. So we'll get into that. The idea is to put as much mortar in there as possible, but then I do like to put a bead of Sikaflex over the top of the mortar just to protect it a bit more. And then you've got to remember it's got an undercoat, top coat and top coat. So it's got 3 coats over top of that to seal it up. So it should last a lot longer by the time we get there and do that. So, and then here's another one here. So we'll dig all this out, as it's just crumbling out anyway. So we'll dig all that out, fix that all up, and make sure the roof doesn't leak for her. So I haven't seen the cracked tile yet, so the tiles look in really good condition. You can see where people have walked, maybe when they put the solar on, all the scratches and stuff. So looks in fairly good condition. So just remember, when you're doing mortar repairs or patching a roof, make sure you get some clear paintable silicone or anything like that. Well, this one here is pretty cactus. So even if you're washing the roof, I'd be telling the homeowner about those holes, because that's where problems going to occur. and they're going to have more and more problems. So that's what we'll do. And let's get everything set up. So I've got to put a bilge pump down there, so I'll back my car up, put a bilge pump just in front of it, and then bloody March flow, and then we'll run the line over there into the garden to get filtered, and then it'll probably just run back into the drain once it floods that garden. Alright, so we've got our pump set up. It's going to pour into the garden here. It'll probably soak in and overflow onto the grass. Hopefully soak into all this. It's pretty dry. And then we've got our pump all the way down here, blocked up against the tyre. So I've used the vehicle to get more dam in. So our roof will come out of that spout there, and probably this spout here. Well, that's probably the neighbour's property. So I'd say it'll come out that spout there. If it doesn't come out that spout there, it's probably just going to get jammed up in the pipe somewhere. So we'll turn the machine on, turn the pump on, and head up on the roof. So where are we at hour-wise? 26,170. This is the big reason why you don't service clean a tile roof, because this is what happens. All the garbage comes down off the roof, all the coloured water goes all over the shed, goes all over the walls, and then you got to come back around and clean it all up. So your roof clean turns into a roof clean and a house wash at the same time, and maybe even windows. Like those windows are just nailed from that awning. So why it's always a better way to soft wash as much as possible, and then when you have to pressure wash, allowed to wash the house, because it's going to happen. It's the customer might fight you on it, but it is going to happen where you're going to have to wash the house for free because you've done the roof and made a mess on the house. Spraying second coat on the roof. We've already gone through and done a primer. As you can see everywhere, we've done the primer. That's just, that metal roof's just getting 2 coats. It's just laying down a nice thick second coat. Make sure you get that cap in all the way down again. That's it. Now you got to watch, as you come down, you got to count how many tiles you got left. You got 5 tiles, so you might want to come across and do 2 and then leave the bottom 3, so you got a bit of room to walk. That's it. I'll stop filming. as you can see, a knock up there from May 1 pressure washing. That's his third roof that he's sprayed under my guidance and instruction. So spraying roofs is an easy way to make extra money. It's reasonably low entry to get into it. It's not that hard once you've got the confidence to spray roofs. So I do offer training for spraying roofs in Australia. This roof here is over $7.5 grand, and he's spraying it, not me. So this is his first ever tile roof he's spraying, and he's doing a fantastic job. So let's have a look. Getting all the bottom lips as he goes up. Nice coverage. I'm using a line marker to spray all my stuff with. So I'm using a line marker. That's like a $9,000 machine. I bought that one for $3,000 through my old boss. You can basically buy a machine, like a little commercial grade Graco, for about, I think they're about $1,500, and then you can start spraying roofs with that, because you've got to have a half decent machine to spray the membrane because it's a bit thicker. So if you've got like $1,500 machine and you would make that back, literally you can make $4,000 on your first job that you get. It depends how. If it's a small job like 100 squares, you're probably not going to make that. You might probably make that over 2 jobs, but you can literally pay for all your equipment within the first 2 jobs. If it's a big job like this, there's something like $5,000 profit on a job like this, where that's just wages. We're going to be here for 2 days finishing off this job, and it's literally great money to add to a pressure washing business, especially when you get slow, and you can upsell your customers on a lot of jobs, or quote them out. I have a mate that I work with, does roofing, roof painting, but I do a fair bit of my jobs, and then the rest I recommend out to him. So I probably get about 12 to 15 roof painting jobs a year, and that would equate to somewhere around $80,000 a year in just roof painting. So you got to take off a fair bit for paint, so there's probably $30,000 in paint with that, but there's still a $50,000 profit and boost that you can get off roof painting. So don't cancel it out. If you want some confidence and you want to come up to Queensland, I'm happy to do some training. We'll find a roof. You would have to probably message me on Facebook, or come through Facebook, or get me through the Aussie Wash Facebook group. Get me through there, and we'll organise a time and a date to come up and do some training and find a roof. We'll find 2 roofs that you can spray out. I might have to do roofs for the cheap just to get them, but probably offer the training somewhere around $800, and that way I should be able to find a couple of cheap roofs. I might be able to give you a bit of money off those roofs as labour, but I still got to offer a bit of money for the course, because I just don't want people to say, hey, yeah, I'll come up and get paid to do it. I want you dedicated to be here on time, to be here on that date, because once I book stuff in, it's booked in. So, and pretty much within 3 jobs, and I'm spraying the roofs. So that's we've done 2 metal roofs. This is your first tile roof, and he's going great guns. He's about to run a Facebook ad that we just filmed on this roof. So he's going to run a Facebook ad on the roof cleaning, the roof painting, and see how many jobs he can pick up, because he still lacks confidence. But I'm like, well, I'm here, I'm a phone call away if you need any questions, and I'm happy to help out, because you're not really my competition, because he's getting extra work that you probably wouldn't get. So I'm happy to come in and help him. He'll probably pay me for the day while I'm there helping out, and he can make money, I can make money, and he's learning a new skill that he can use for the next 15-20 years and literally make $500,000, $1 million by the end of it. So he's over here pulling the hose around so it doesn't get in the wet paint, wrapping around this side of the roof, and then he's going to take off down the other side. Yep. So it's always like learning where your exit point is on your roof, where to spray first, how to get off your roof once you've sprayed, because if you don't have an exit point and you have wet paint over top of your ladder and you need to get off the roof to fill up paint, or you need to pull your hose and you're going to pull it over all the wet paint. So you got to work out your exit strategies, which I can teach you guys. If you just wanted to learn, that's fine. If you don't want to learn, that's fine. Just watch the video, all good, don't care. But it's good money. Like, we're doing this one here for $7.5 grand. Next week we're doing a rusty roof for 11. The week before we did 2 roofs, one for 13 and one for, what was the other one? 7.3 we did the other one for. So within a month we've done 4 roofs over $20,000. Probably used around $6.5 grand in materials, so still pretty good money. So let's see what else we get by the end of the day. But yeah, we washed the house because it made a freaking mess with the red oxide, and then we cleaned the driveway at the same time, because yeah, good money. So just gave her a little free driveway. We got to spray that door, she wanted that done, so I got to film that tomorrow. So we're going to put an edge primer on it, and then we'll spray the membrane over top of that. So we're going to film that tomorrow. So this is a roof we blow off all the leaves every month. Got a little roof there, you can see that's 1 month old, and it gets in the gutters and stuff. So we just come through, we blow it off. We wash the roof every 6 months. Keep all the sap and stuff off the roof. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy job. Then there's another little roof just there. And that's it. So we're still not done for the day. We're out quoting a 2-story house. There's people still in there getting it ready for sale. So we're not going to walk around too much, but driveway, roof, house. Basically just doing a quick once over, getting it ready for sale. Big block of land there. Nice size one. But pity I don't have the money to buy it. It's got an awesome, like a couple of acres out the back here. Yeah, it's got like a whole orchard and something. Someone's going to buy this and develop it into houses, I guarantee it. So that's it for the day. Probably we make $100 so far for the day, and the rest of it gets paid over tomorrow.